Good evening. This is Emma Tubes, and today is day 20 in the video series. So, to continue in these stories related to the Dolly Parton quote of find out who you are and do it on purpose, I'm going to share a little bit about how I got involved in nonprofit work. In 2014, I was doing a lot of networking because I was building an insurance agency. So I'd go to a networking meeting and then I would meet somebody one on one. And in that conversation, a lot of the time I would get referrals from them to other events. And a lot of the time, these other events were things associated with me being a veteran. They'd find out I was a veteran, then they'd ask about whether I knew about this organization or that. And then I would check those organizations out and find out about an event, and then I would go. And I started going to a lot of these because of me being in transition. And it was something where a lot of these events were comfortable for me because the people that I would meet, they understood me. They understood what I was going through with some of the challenges of transition. And it was just a lot easier for me to connect and understand people. And I was learning a little bit about how I needed to be showing up, how to build my business, and all of these things because these people understood me. And I started going to certain meetings very regularly because they happened to be monthly chapter meetings of a couple military associations. One of them was the Military Officers of America Association, and the other one was the Kansas City AUSA, which stood for the Army, the Association of the United States Army. And I was going regularly enough to where people started to recognize me every month. And eventually, the leaders of these chapters asked me if I wanted to become a volunteer leader. So in MOA, I became the chapter treasurer in 2015. And in Kansas City AUSA, I became the VP of programs. Again, in 2015 was when I started becoming a volunteer leader for these two respective association chapters. And I was doing, um, these particular roles as a volunteer. I was continuing to network and do other things to build my business and meet more people in the community and all of this. And I eventually was the treasurer for MOA for a couple of years, and then decided I wasn't going to do that anymore. But I still continue to support in a role where I just take RSVPs and I attend the meetings as a member. And but with Kansas City USA, I ended up becoming chapter president in less than a year from being the VP of programs. And I ended up serving two consecutive terms, a total of 4 years as chapter president for Kansas City AUSA. And then after my time as president, I continued to serve in a VP role for another few years. And today, I'm not on the executive leadership team as an active officer of the chapter, but I am on the advisory council as a past chapter leader. So I continue to support nonprofits in the work that they're doing, usually with marketing and sharing their information. I try to attend as many as I can when I have time, and we'll see how involved I'll be in the future as far as an executive leader role. But for now, I attend to support those organizations that align with what I'm doing today. So that's what I've got for today. So I'll talk to you next time.